Live from the Scripps Studios, this is 10 News.
We're on top of this developing story out of the East County. The Gate Fire continues to burn, but firefighters have made major progress. I'm Virginia Shaw.
I'm Jason Martinez. The fire has left a lot of damage in its wake, though. So far, the fire is 75% contained right now, and at last check, burned more than 2,000 acres. Evacuation orders were in effect, but have been lifted. Today, a lot of the attention now on the investigation into what caused it. Police have launched a criminal investigation and are now following up on the people you see in that video walking away from the fire.
And yeah, it's still spreading.
Many neighbors are blaming a nearby shooting range, something they say they've been warning about for a while.
Tried to explain to them that it was dangerous to keep allowing people to shoot there. They basically yawned in our faces.
They say the range doesn't have any fire extinguishers. We are still waiting for a response from management. Meanwhile, as we mentioned, evacuation orders have been lifted, but the Pio Pico campground stayed closed up until about an hour ago. Residents stranded there, camped out in the Chula Vista Home Depot parking lot. That's where 10 News reporter Mimi Alcala is live now, where they're now packing up and finally getting ready to go back home. Mimi?
Virginia, that's right. You could still see a lot of the RVs here because they did just learn about an hour ago that they can finally return home to the Pio Pico campgrounds. Now, they weren't allowed in because firefighters had to use their pool and their wells to try to put out the flames, so they were out of water, and so that water has finally been restored and the campground is now open. But disabled veteran George Curtis had no choice but to sleep in his truck all weekend long in this Chula Vista parking lot. Curtis says he had to act quick. He grabbed his two dogs, Pepper and Tinkerbell, and was on his way for the weekend. He had no place to go until about an hour ago when he heard the news that the water was finally back on. A lot of his neighbors were in the same exact situation. He says it's been frustrating, but everyone was helping each other out, whether it was with a cold soda or some extra food for their pets. These neighbors were sticking together.
But I've got to believe that the park's doing everything they can. But to be safe, they got to make sure we got enough water in case there is another accident. They've got to make sure the power's up. So yes, it's frustrating to not know, but I have to try to understand their side of it too.
Curtis and his neighbors were actually told they wouldn't be let back in until about Thursday, so they were ecstatic when a park ranger just showed up here about an hour ago and told them everything is safe and they can go back home. We're live in Chula Vista. Mimi Alcala, 10 News.
All right, Mimi, thank you very much. A family pit bull has been shot and killed after wandering into a neighbor's yard.
10 News reporter Grecia Aguilar live in Claremont, where the distraught owner as well as the neighbor accused of shooting the dog are telling their sides of the story. Grecia?
Yeah, Virginia, this is where neighbors say the dog was shot and killed. The man who lives inside says he was defending himself and his family from this vicious dog that he says was vicious. The attack started around here. That's what the man says. The dog was attacking his family. That's when he came outside to see what was going on. He says the dog then lunged towards him and he had no other choice than to protect himself. Now, Sherry Adams was inside her home at the time that this all happened. She heard a gunshot go off on Friday night. Nervous to see police on her street and she couldn't find her dog Major, she went outside to see what was going on. That's when she says she found out her dog had been shot and killed. Today she's upset her neighbor Ted Royther would kill her pet. Royther says he was defending himself and his family from being attacked.
It launched and was coming towards my face or my upper body area. At that point, I had no other choice but to stop the dog from doing that.
He said that my dog was charging at him and was lunging towards him when he shot him. I said, so the dog was lunging towards him in the air when he shot him, you know, in the head?
Now, both neighbors say they called police to file a report. They both tell us that police say that the neighbor was within his right to protect himself and shoot the dog. Reporting live from Claremont, Grecia Aguilar, 10 News.
And we found out about this story from a news tip, and if there's a story in your community you want us to look into, you can let us know by emailing tips@10news.com.
Happening today, you can weigh in on the future of the convention center. The city council taking up a proposal from the mayor that would raise the hotel tax to pay for upgrades. Now, a new study says the convention center is not big enough right now to attract some of the biggest events. A 3% or more increase to the hotel tax would go toward modernizing that building. Experts say the project would create thousands of jobs, and they say any leftover money could go toward addressing potholes and homelessness. If approved, that measure would go on the November ballot. Still would need a 2/3 vote. Today's meeting starts at 2.
Right next door, Petco Park, the scene of this next story here. New today, Padres issuing a statement about this close call involving a drone and a fan at Petco Park. Now, they're saying that this is a sign of a bigger problem here. Someone flying a drone right over the crowd. It crashes at full speed right there. Luckily, into the stands, not a person sitting right one seat away. This happened during the game yesterday. Padres won it, by the way. The drone hit an empty seat right in between two people. One fan decided, hey, this is mine now, finders keepers. I'll dance with this thing if I have to. No word on who's responsible for that drone crashing, but San Diego police are investigating. Now, in the statement, the Padres say the incident highlights the dangers of unauthorized drone use near large public venues. They say they back the San Diego City Council's recent decision to bring local laws in line with FAA rules. Those rules include things like fines for people who fly drones near airports or emergency operations. The laws would also reflect any future changes to federal laws. Padres say they look forward to working with local law enforcement just to make sure these rules are enforced.
New today, a woman had to be placed on a stretcher, you can see, after a Jeep ran a red light and plowed into her car. Our 10 News breaking news tracker was there just before midnight as paramedics took that woman to the hospital. Police say the Jeep T-boned her car at First and Ash. You can see the damage. The Jeep landed upside down, sent glass shattering across the street. The people inside it were not hurt, but it's not clear yet if the Jeep driver will face charges.
Happening today, President Trump making a historic visit to Israel, the latest stop in his tour of the Middle East. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has more on the president's trip, which he's hoping will be the first step in uniting the region.
Today, President Trump is in Israel, hoping to broker what he calls the ultimate deal, Middle East peace. The president and first lady touring one of Christianity's holiest sites and the Western Wall, Judaism's holiest prayer site, while also meeting with the Israeli president. Over the weekend, President Trump kicked off his 9-day overseas trip in Saudi Arabia, the birthplace of Islam. Donald Trump sharing a message of unity to leaders from more than 50 different Muslim nations.
I stand before you as a representative of the American people to deliver a message of friendship and hope and love.
A different tone from President Trump compared to candidate Trump last year when he proposed banning all Muslims from entering the U.S. and portrayed Islam as the enemy.
I think Islam hates us. There's something there there's a tremendous hatred there.
President Trump, however, challenging leaders to step up and defeat terrorists in their nation.
A better future is only possible if your nations drive out the terrorists and drive out the extremists.
But here in Washington, the probe into Russia's meddling in the U.S. presidential election last year continues. Trump's former national security advisor, Michael Flynn, is expected to plead the Fifth Amendment later today and not hand over documents to the Senate panel leading the investigation. General Flynn's lawyer offered to have him testify before Congress in exchange for guaranteed immunity, but the Senate and House Intelligence Committees did not accept his offer. Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, Washington.
Some new developments here. Former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn will not be turning over documents related to Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election. Sources close to Flynn tell ABC News Flynn will invoke his Fifth Amendment right to avoid self-incrimination. A Senate committee subpoenaed Flynn for that information after he refused to cooperate back in April.